Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Go English Talk.
I am so happy to see you all here today.
Hey, welcome back to Go English Podcast. I'm Mizu.
And I'm Lucas. Good to be here.
So today's episode is a little different. And honestly, I'm excited about this one.
Different how? Give him the hint.
Okay, so picture this. You're in a new city. Maybe it's your first time there. You don't have your phone, or your Maps app just died, and someone walks up to you and says, "Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the station?"
Oof, that moment. Your brain just goes blank.
Completely blank. And you know the words. You've studied English, but in that moment, nothing comes out. That's the gap between knowing English and using English.
Exactly. And that's what today's about. We're going to teach you the real language of directions. Not just the vocabulary list, but the feeling, the flow, the way it actually sounds when two people are on a real street. And we actually recorded a real street conversation. Mizu and I went outside with traffic noise and everything. So you'll hear what it really sounds like. And then we'll break it down word by word, feeling by feeling.
Before we dive in, if you're new here, hit subscribe. We make episodes like this every week. Real English, real conversations.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay, so before we get to the full street conversation, let's talk about the very first moment. You need to stop someone. What do you say?
Most learners freeze here. They think, do I say hello? Do I say sorry? Do I just start talking?
So the magic phrase is, excuse me. Just 2 words, but the feeling behind it is, I'm interrupting your day and I respect that.
Excuse me. It's soft. It's polite. It creates space for the other person to stop and listen.
And then you add, could you help me? Or do you know where? Those are your 2 natural openers.
Could you help me? Notice the word could, not can, not will. Could, it's a little softer, a little more humble. It gives the other person permission to say no.
Right, and that's the feeling. You're asking, not demanding, and people want to help when you ask that way.
So, 2 phrases to start. Let's hear them with feeling. Excuse me, could you help me? Excuse me, do you know where the train station is?
Say that with me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Feel the pause after it. That pause is important. It's like giving someone a moment to turn and look at you.
Learners, try it right now. Say out loud. Excuse me. Go ahead.
I love that. Okay, now let's keep going. Now, let's go through the most important direction phrases. And I don't want us to just list them. I want you to feel each one, okay?
Yes, because direction language is actually very physical. It's about space, your body, the road, the buildings around you.
First phrase, go straight, straight, straight. Feel your body when you say it. You're not turning, you're not stopping, you're just going forward, straight.
Go straight. And you can say, keep going straight. That adds the idea of continuing. Don't stop. Keep moving.
Like if you've been walking and you're almost there, keep going straight. It's just ahead.
Next, turn left and turn right. And here's the thing. Native speakers often add take a left or take a right. Same meaning, more natural in conversation.
Take a left at the light, at the light. That means at the traffic light. So it's keep going, and when you see the traffic light, turn left. And you'll also hear Turn right at the corner. At the corner. Corner. That's where two streets meet. Think of a corner of a room, but outside on the street.
Corner, corner, like a sharp point where the street bends. Turn right at the corner.
Now, it's on your left or it's on your right. This one is the arrival phrase. You use it when you're telling someone they've found the place.
Right, so the full direction might sound like go straight, then turn left at the corner, and it's on your right. That last part, it's on your right, tells you where to look.
It's on your left. On your left. Emphasis there, because left and right sound similar when you're nervous. That caps on left, that's important.
Oh, and one of my favorites, you can't miss it. You can't miss it. This is what people say when the place is very obvious. Very easy to see.
Like, it's the big red building. You can't miss it. That phrase feels so reassuring, like a little hug at the end of the directions.
Exactly. It's saying, don't worry, you will find it. You can't miss it. You can't miss it.
One more. It's about 5 minutes away, or it's about a 10-minute walk. The word about here is important. It means approximately, not exactly 5 minutes, but roughly.
About. About. It softens the number. So you don't sound like a robot saying exactly 4.7 minutes. You sound human. It's about 5 minutes.
And a 10-minute walk. Notice we put the time before the word walk. A 10-minute walk, not a walk of 10 minutes. That second one is grammatically fine, but nobody says it that way. Okay, everyone listening, we are halfway through, and you have just learned 6 really powerful phrases.
Go straight, take a left, take a right. It's on your left. You can't miss it. About 5 minutes away. 6 phrases. And if you can say all of those, you can give directions anywhere.
If you need to, pause the episode. Rewind. Say the phrases out loud. Your mouth needs to practice, not just your ears.
Good? Let's keep going, because the real conversation is coming up.
Okay, learners, what you're about to hear is a real conversation. Lucas and I went outside. Real street, real noise. This is what English sounds like in real life.
Excuse me. Hi. Sorry to bother you. Do you know where the Central Market is from here?
Oh, the Central Market? Sure. So you're going to go straight down this road, okay? Just keep walking that way.
Okay, straight. Got it.
Then, when you get to the big intersection, you'll see a traffic light. Take a right there.
The big intersection? Take a right.
Exactly. And then just keep going straight, maybe 2 more minutes. You'll see a big sign, blue sign. The market is on your left. You really can't miss it.
Left, blue sign. Got it. And how far is it? Like, how many minutes?
It's about 10 minutes on foot, maybe a bit less if you walk fast.
10 minutes. Perfect. Thank you so much, really.
Of course. Good luck. Enjoy the market.
Thank you.
Okay, we're back in the studio. Did you hear it? Did you notice it didn't sound like a textbook at all?
No, it felt real. And that's the point. Let's go through the key moments.
First, when I started giving directions, I said, so you're going to go straight. Did you catch that? You're going to. That's a very natural way to give instructions. Not just go straight, but you're going to go straight.
You're going to. It sounds like you're walking the person through it, step by step. It's softer than just turn here, more like a guide.
Right. And I added, okay, at the end. Keep walking that way. Okay? That little okay is checking in, making sure the person is with you.
And notice Lucas repeated back the directions. Straight, got it. Take a right, got it. That's a real-life technique. Repeat the directions back so the other person knows you understood.
Got it. Got it. Such a useful phrase. It means, I understand. I received that information. Got it.
And then the landmark. You'll see a big sign, blue sign. Using landmarks is so important in real directions. Not just turn left, but turn left at the blue sign. Give them something to look for.
Landmarks. Landmark. It could be anything. A tall building, a coffee shop, a red roof, anything visual that someone can easily spot.
And the ending. Thank you so much, really. That so and that really, those aren't just polite, they're warm. They show real gratitude, not just thanks, but thank you so much.
And the response, of course. Good luck. Enjoy the market. Of course. That's warmer than you're welcome. It means this was nothing for me. Of course I helped you. All right. Now let's practice together. I'm going to give Lucas a situation and he's going to respond. And learners, I want you to try as well. Say Lucas's lines before he does.
Oh, I like this. Put me on the spot.
Okay, Lucas, you're standing on a street corner. Someone walks up to you and says, "Excuse me, is there a pharmacy near here?" Go.
Oh, yes, actually, there's one just around the corner. You go straight, maybe 100 meters, and then take a left. It's right there, on your right. Small green sign. You can't miss it.
Perfect. Did everyone catch that? Just around the corner, that's a great phrase. It means very close, not far at all.
Just around the corner, around the corner, around corner. The image is you don't even walk far. Just go to the corner, and it's right there.
Now let's switch. Lucas, you give me the situation. Okay, Mizu. You're a tourist, you're completely lost. You can see a big park in the distance. You walk up to someone and ask for the nearest subway station. Okay, here we go. Excuse me, sorry to bother you. Could you help me find the nearest subway station? I'm a bit lost.
And the response, of course. So the nearest station is Green Park. It's about a 7-minute walk from here. Go straight past the park, keep the park on your left, and you'll see the entrance at the end of the road. Big red sign, underground symbol. You can't miss it.
I love that. Keep the park on your left. That's a genius direction tip. Using the landmark as your guide the whole time, not just for one turn.
Right. Keep X on your left. That means use the thing as your compass. Walk alongside it. You'll know you're going the right way as long as you can still see it.
Okay, question of the day. And this is a fun one.
We love reading the comments, every single one.
Here's the question. Think about a place you love in your city or town. How would you give directions to a friend to get there? Write it in the comments using the phrases from today. Use go straight, turn left or right, a landmark, and you can't miss it.
We genuinely read every comment, and sometimes we reply, so write something. Your English is better than you think.
All right, let's do a quick recap. Everything we covered today.
Starting the conversation, excuse me. 2 words. Always polite, always soft.
Key direction phrases. Go straight. Keep going straight. Take a left. Take a right. Turn left at the corner. It's on your left. It's on your right.
Distance and time. It's about 10 minutes. A 5-minute walk. About, that word makes it sound human.
Landmarks, use them. Blue sign, big building, red roof. Give people something to look for, and you can't miss it.
The street conversation bonus phrases. You're going to go straight. Got it. Just around the corner. Keep the park on your left. Of course.
You now have a full toolkit for asking and giving directions in English. Challenge time, and this one is really practical. This week, give someone directions in English. It could be a friend, a classmate, anyone. Or, even better, find a language partner online and practice the street conversation format with them. One person asks, one person answers. Switch roles.
Real practice, real English. That's how you close the gap between knowing and using.
That's it for today's episode of Go English Podcast. If this helped you, please like this video. It really does make a difference for us.
And share it with someone who's learning English. A friend, a classmate, a family member. You might just help them find their way.
Subscribe if you haven't yet, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Take care, everyone.